Hello everyone and welcome to MTG Standard. So this is our first game with Green Red Marvel. As you see, this is a pre-recorded game. I will actually post two pre-recorded games before start playing live games. I played this game yesterday and I thought these were good games to show the power of the deck. So we will see. Let's start. I drew my 7. I actually had a very okay hand. You see, Traverse is very good. It's a threat in the late game and I can trade it for a land now. I can search for a mountain and try to hit my third land, and then maybe I drew another one for the Chandra, or I can find one with grapple. So I kept the hand. Our opponent kept 7-2. He plays a forest and an attune. So my first thought here is that if I am playing against a mirror, but as you will see, it's not mirror. I search for a mountain here. I didn't manage to draw the fourth land. I draw an Ishkanad. And my opponent played the forest and pass. So I managed to draw my fourth land in as a tune. A tune is actually considered a land +2 energy, so this is actually very good. I search for another mountain. That was I didn't know exactly should I search for a mountain or a forest, but the only card I couldn't play here was Chandra because I needed 2 red, and the other cards were already only 1 green, so I thought that mountain is the best play to search. And my opponent played the Volcanic Brewer. Here I knew that I was not playing against a mirror. The only possible thing is to play against green red mid-range or green red combo, like the green red energy combo that kills you with the pummeler. So I decided I should start putting some creatures on the board and maybe trade with his Volcanic Brewer. I had a kill for the Brewer, but he had 1 mana open, so I was sure he had a protection spell in hand. So here I decide I will not block because I want to make some clues and start blocking after. And if he doesn't play anything, I will try to kill the Volcanic Brewer with Chandra. Maybe I can kill him or not, but even if, let's say, next turn I play Chandra and try to kill Volcanic Brewer, and let's say he has a Blossom defense, that's okay for me because he lost a card, and then if he starts attacking the Volcanic Brewer into the Chandra, I will gain 4 life. So it's a card and 4 life, and it helps me to win 1 more turn to get closer to Ishkanat. So here that was my plan, was to try to kill the Volcanic Brewer with Chandra, and of course get value from my tracker, because I'm pretty sure I can have more cards than him as long as my tracker is on the board. So I don't care too much about the cards. What I care is about life. The only mistake I made here is that I attacked with tracker. I think the best play here would be for me to actually keep the tracker back, so if I don't manage to kill the Volcanic Brewer with Chandra, at least I could try a block. So I played my Chandra, tried to kill the Volcanic Brewer, and of course he had the Blossom defense. So the game actually progressed as I expected. I traded Chandra for a Blossom defense plus some life if he decided to attack Chandra. The only thing that my opponent did different is that didn't attack Chandra. He actually attacked me. So that was a little bit strange. I think my opponent thought that he could actually kill me very easily. So I was a little bit scared here because if my opponent attacked me and didn't care about Chandra, he definitely has something in hand that can actually kill me. So I wanted to put as many things on the board as I can. The problem is that Ishkanat doesn't have delirium yet, so I need to work on that first and then try to put as many things on the table as I can. So I decided to use the +2 with the mana ability on the Chandra. That will provide me the most mana so I can do the most things. And I play Evolving Wilds because both of the lands came into play tapped, the Game Trail and the Evolving Wilds. But the Evolving Wilds provides more clues, so I thought it's better to play in the Evolving Wilds. I played the Puzzle Nut for the life, of course. Crack the clue. Crack the Evolving Wilds. And my plan here is to crack a clue and use Harnessed Lightning, or crack a clue and use Grapple to try to reach Delirium. So yeah, my opponent is going for the kill. Having the larger than life, I was sure he has something to kill me, like a double strike, because this will make the Volcanic Brewer into a 7/7, plus the activation will be 8/8 with trample, will be 16. I can only block 3, so it is almost lethal. I will go to 2. So I will try for the Harness Lightning in response to the larger than life. And my opponent even has the Blossoming the defense to protect the Brewer. So now I thought that I will definitely die, because now he attacks me for 9 and it will be 10 plus the double strike, it will be 20. So 20, if I block 3, it will be 17. So there is nothing for me to do now. I'm dead. My opponent attacks me. Puts the Brewer to 10. And I blocked. Here I thought this was a very big, I think this is a very big mistake. Because yeah, I saved 3 life. But it doesn't matter too much now, because if he has the double strike spell, I will be dead anyway. So I think the best solution for me will be to actually preserve the Tireless Tracker. But in the game I thought that the Tireless Tracker will make the 4th card for the Delirium, and I will play Ishkanad and have all the blockers. So you can argue that it was not such a bad draw in the end, because I already have lots of cards and lots of clues, so I don't care too much about the cards. Plus I save 3 life and I will manage to play the Ishkanad with Delirium next turn. So in the end was not so bad. And I drew the Emrakul. Emrakul costs 9, so I'm very far away. I decided again to play the +2 with the mana ability, so I can play Grapple and Ishkanad in the same turn, or maybe Ishkanad and crack a clue. So yeah, I played Ishkanad, keep 2 mana open. What I really wanted was the 3rd land to be untapped, so I can crack the Puzzle Nut. That will be even greater for me to gain the 3 life. So my opponent can have again the combo. 7 with the double strike, it's 14, so if it goes to 8, it's 16, but I block like 11, so 19, so he cannot kill me now. Even if he has the double strike, I'm still alive. My opponent has 2 pump spells, but still I will be able to block with everything, because now I have the grapple and I can take the Ishkanad back from the graveyard, so I don't care, I just want to save as much life as possible. So I block with everything and use grapple at the end of the turn to get my Ishkanad back. And now I think there are few cards that my opponent can actually draw to get back. I try to kill the Volcanic Brew as soon as possible, because I don't need Chandra, I already have lots of cards and lots of good cards in hand. So I think that was a good decision. I play the vessel Ishkanad, and now I just want to crack the puzzle nut and gain life. But as you saw, I had the mana to play Vracul, and now the game is over. My opponent had a Hydra. I decided not to play the Hydra. Hydra cannot go to Emrakul, so I don't want to play the Hydra. He plays the Hydra. Now I have everything. I can crack the puzzle nut. I can crack the vessel. I have lots of blockers. The tireless tracker will be very big now, so there is no way for my opponent to come back. So yeah, this was the game 1. Let's go to game 2. Okay, so game 2, we were on the draw. We had a good hand. By the way, about the sideboard was pretty clear. I put in all the removal, like 4 galvanic bombardment. So yeah, I had the removal, I had some ramp. Yeah, it's not good that we have Emrakul in hand, but that's okay. Our opponent played a tune. We played the game trail, keeping mana up for the galvanic bombardment. So yeah, we managed to kill the volcanic brewer as it comes down. We don't want to get fancy and try to kill him when he attacks or stuff like this, because he can have the blossom defense. So we want to kill him as fast as possible. Now we drew the puzzle nut. Good draw, 3 life. It's good against this kind of decks. And now I think my opponent actually switched into a more mid-range game, not a combo deck. I think this is the sideboard plan that he has, removing the combo parts and trying to be more aggressive. I was okay with this plan because the puzzle nut will provide me enough life to keep me alive, so I can cast my big spell. So I didn't block. Here I decided to play the vessel and the puzzle nut. I could actually play the vessel and crack the vessel, not playing the puzzle nut, but I thought that this was a better play. Here I think I should attack with the servant last turn, because I'm still not wanting to block. I'm still at a high enough life that I can still be safe. Like +4/+4 or a double strike will only mean 8, so it's not a big deal. I can still block next turn. So yeah, I'm okay. My opponent didn't draw so well, I think so, but still has enough pressure, and we have only lands. Now here I decided to play the mountain and not the evolving wilds, because what I really want is to crack the vessel and now start blocking and crack the puzzle nut. So I will gain actually 3 life, going up to 8. The only issue is that if he attacks with the servant, we will actually trade with the servant and not block the land, the Hylian, because we want for him to have as less creature as possible when we play an Ishkanad, so we can block and jump as many times as possible. This doesn't have trample, so it's very bad against Ishkanad. So that was my plan, for me to crack the vessel and try to... So now my opponent plays the fleet with cruiser, so this is even worse, because now my opponent has lots of pressure and we have only lands and Emrakul. So my plan is now to crack the clue and try to see what I find, and depending on what I find, to see what should I block. I'm definitely not blocking the cruiser because he has trample and he needs a creature every turn to activate it. And if he will still attack with the servant, I will definitely block the servant, so he doesn't have the creature to crew and will need to crew with the lantern. But I wanted to see if I will find an Ishkanad, plus I really need the Lydium before finding the Ishkanad. So cracking the vessel is the one priority. So here I want I have a very strange choice. I can choose the Marvel and hope I can find an Ishkanad, or I can just take the Ishkanad and get the Lyrium because I will have the artifact, enchantment, instant, and I will definitely have a creature because I will block the with the servant. So then I will definitely play the Ishkanad with the Lyrium next turn, or I can play the Aetherworks Marvel and try to hit the big things. Even now I don't know what is the best play. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments what is your opinion. I thought that taking the Marvel will actually help me more because I can hit a Ishkanad and still I can use the Marvel every turn because I have the Evolving Wilds and the Puzzle Knot that will provide me lots of energy. And I don't think our opponent will manage to kill me if I miss. So my plan was like this: even if I miss with Marvel, I'll still be at a high enough life that I can try again. So as I told you, the plan was very simple: block and crack the puzzle knot, keeping my life as high as possible. 13 is actually a high enough life, so I'm okay, but I really need to find something with the Marvel because if I miss, that's very bad. I will take like 11 going down to 2. I'll not be dead, but pretty close. So now the plan was playing the Marvel and then try to get some energy from Evolving Wilds and then get another energy from Vessel. So yeah, I cracked the Evolving Wilds first and then activate Marvel, maybe hit an Emrakul. But I didn't hit Emrakul, but I was lucky enough to hit another Ishkanad. So yeah, I played the Ishkanad. And now I think I am in a good shape now. Because Ishkanad is very good against Helion because I can chump him very easily. Or I can even make a triple block or something. My opponent starts attacking with both of these creatures and makes the Helion trample. So now blocking the Helium is not a very good idea. I will definitely trade the Ishkanad with a cruiser, and then I can chomp the Helium turn like 3 turns. The problem is, do I take 8 life and going to 5, or I can chomp with the spider providing 2 more energy because everything dies gives me 2 energy, so I will get 2 energy and then I will get 5 and 6 with the vessel. So I need to jump with the spider to get enough energy so I can activate the Marvel again. So then my plan was actually, after I calculated this, pretty straightforward. I need to trade Ishkanad with the cruiser and then block with the spider so I get 2 energy. And then 1 energy from the hub and 1 energy from the vessel will be enough to activate Marvel again. The only difference here is that the opponent had a pump spell and I didn't trade the Ishkanad. I actually lost my Ishkanad, so now I'm in a worse position. I really need to find the Emrakul now. But because I calculated and I actually blocked with the spider, I will have enough energy to activate Marvel. This is a very good thing to, a good example. You really need to think about how much energy you need each turn to activate the Marvel and block accordingly or to do what you need to do. And now I actually drew an Emrakul. That's the worst case scenario because I want to play the Emrakul, not to draw the Emrakul. So yeah, the land doesn't do too much to me, so I actually took the Emrakul. There was nothing for me to do and activate Marvel and missed. So now I am in a very bad position. What I did is choose the harnessed lining to kill the servant of the conduit, in hope that he will activate the cruiser with the lantern, because the cruiser has trample, and I will still be alive because I will block with the spiders. But I am very behind now. So yeah, I'll play the harness, killing the servant, gaining 1 energy. That's important to notice. Plus you really need to see that I already have 6 cards in my graveyard. So next turn I can play the mountain and actually play Emrakul. So my opponent really needs to kill me now, if he really wants to kill me, because if not, I will survive. So my opponent drew the pummeler and used the energy so he can cruise. I don't think this is a very good option, because I can still chomp with all my creatures and survive for a turn, because one spider goes in front of the Healy and the other goes in front of the cruiser and tramples for 3, so I will go down to 1, pretty close, and get of course 2 energy. So now I will need a puzzle nut to activate the Marvel, but my plan is not to activate Marvel, it's actually play Emrakul. And I even drew a Traverse. You see, this is very nice. Another good example. Traverse was very good in the early game, finding me a land, and now he can actually find my third Ishkanat, helping me to survive. So I played Emrakul in the hope that I can actually kill one of the creature. So yeah, I used all the energy for the pummeler, and then used the double strike on the pummeler too, of course, so he cannot actually do some kind of tricks like killing me from nowhere. And then of course attack and as you see, he has 2 creatures, so he can kill me next turn, but I consume the energy from the pummeler, so the Helion will die, so he will remain with only 1 creature at the end. So this dies, of course, and he has only the pummeler. He finds another one. Still I'm dead because I'm at 1, so if attacks with both I will be dead, but I can easily attack with Emrakul, play another one, and then search for Ishkanat so I can be safe next turn. He draws a servant. Here I almost made the mistake of playing the servant. That will leave me dead because he will have 2 creatures and attack me for little. Then I saw that will be a very big mistake, and then attack with the pummeler, block, and he concede. So yeah, this was the second game, was much closer, but a nice game. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the game. See you next time. Bye bye.